these two programs have defined conferences, won national titles, and no matter what happens, they find their way back to each other. And when these two meet, the whole nation pays attention. For nearly a century, this venue has stood on the grounds of the Texas State Fair. Glad to have you with us from the Cotton Bowl. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Oklahoma Sooners. Reese Davis along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. We'll hear from Holly Rowe in a bit down on the sideline. The run from the shotgun. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Back to pass, it's Mateer. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The Sooners will line up to punt it away. He'll take it on the return. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Begin the drive. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Winner of this game dons the golden hat, but you know, Jesse, only David could wear the golden hat among the three of us because there's no way either of us should put a hat on the kind of heads of hair we have.
Well, I've also understood that the hat's like a XXL, and we know David's got a big dome, and that's probably the only reason why he would wear it. But I'll tell you what, these players, they think about trying that old sucker on after this game all year long, David.
Yeah, and trophies matter. I mean, this is something at the end of games. People run, you see, they go grab them, they put them on their heads. It means something to these kids.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Just feeds the running back. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. 3rd and long. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. 3rd down from the gun, Manning. Touchdown, Texas! On the sideline, got it in the end zone. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. To the air, it's Mateer. Takes the easy one to the back. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. He knew he was going to have to pay the price, and he did, but the reward is the first down.
Yep, and he hung in there just long enough, Reese. I think he did a really good job hanging in there, finds the running back. And listen, when you choose to blitz, now you got to tackle my guy in space. Running back does a great job getting the first down.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He leaves it with his back. There's a crease. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Really nice run. This guy brings balance to this offense. It's not all high-flying aerial passing attack, too. You go back to Adrian Peterson, DeMarco Murray, Samaje Perine. They've always had guys in these spread-up tempo offenses that have been able to give them balance and force the defense to stay honest. That's exactly what this guy brings the Sooner offense.
And the Sooners will line it up on 1st and 10. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Going deep. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. So it's now 1st and 20 after that holding call. The snap sets up the throw. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up in the 28.
It's hard enough to get this guy on the ground once. That's his 2nd sack of the day. Nice job getting in the backfield, not getting deceived by this guy's speed, because we've seen this QB, man. He can make people miss. Nice job getting him on the ground for the 2nd time today.
After the sack, they have their work cut out for them. Basically, they have to get it to the other side of town. Back to pass. Unloads to the right. Complete on the comeback. Snowed under by the defense.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
And this offense coming out slow, man. Kind of frustrating because you had that bye week last week. What do? You go back and self-scout, look at yourself. What can I do better? And then you come out in the first quarter, and you're not playing great out the gates. They got to find themselves in a little rhythm, knock off some of that bye week rust.
Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
You know, God bless Texas because they can lose great running backs, and they just go into the portal and they get a great running back. Oh, no, they got 2 great running backs. To get Smothers, to get Brown to come over, obviously guys with experience at big-time universities. I expect Texas to be able to run the football and, Jesse, have one of the best 1-2 punches in all of college football.
Yeah, I mean, they want to come play with Arch Manning, to be honest. And they know it's an offense that defenses are going to be worried about the deep ball, throwing it downfield. So a lot of soft boxes to run into. And there's really no excuse for why these running backs shouldn't absolutely stat it up this year. Steve Sarkisian told us they're going to be committed to running the football and having balance because of those names you just mentioned. We're expecting this running game to be elite.
And the timing just a hair off.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. They'll start on the ground with Xavier Robinson. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Scanning the field, it's Mateer. Unloads to the wideout. Snagged in the middle, it's Thomas. And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smothers.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Throwing Manning. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
It'll be 3rd and long. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
And the Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Smothers. Pickup of 5, it's now 2nd and 5.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll move the wide receiver. To throw, Manning. Finds his man, it's Smothers. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
In the red area, it's Smothers. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, 1st and goal. Here's Brown. And he's in. Touchdown, Texas. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And That's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the kick is no good, but a penalty flag is down, and there's not much doubt this is going to be roughing the kicker. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. On to attempt the try. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Sends it back in motion. To throw, it's Mateer. Fires to the right. And his throw is incomplete.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game that they were going to have success. They had to be efficient throwing the football. They have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Looking to the big tight end. Hauls it in. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
It's a really nice throw. It's so impressive watching this Oklahoma passing attack now. And you think back to Bob Stoops taking over as head coach in 1999 and bringing with him the air raid offense, a style of passing attack that still wasn't very prevalent in college football at the time, but since then they've always had good quarterback play and guys that could play up tempo, make good decisions. This dude right here, he fits in perfectly with what they're trying to do throwing the ball in Norman, Oklahoma.
Throwing on the run. Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be second down.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but, man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella. Get the 6. Get the pick 6.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Tight end now in motion. He wants to throw it again. Looking for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
And I feel like that was predetermined. They told him in the huddle, man, chuck that thing down the field. Like, haven't run the ball well, haven't thrown it well. They haven't really gotten started off on the right foot in this football game. It looks like they're still searching for answers, for something that they can get some momentum going.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Still 3rd down, but more ground to cover after the flag. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a thunderfoot into one. As someone once said, from way downtown, bang, outside of 60 yards.
Now look, you don't see kickers on highlight tapes too often. That 61-yard field goal is going to make every highlight reel in the country. Wow.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. They thought maybe they could get the defense flowing the wrong way on the counter, but they were not fooled.
Get them flowing one way and then maybe hit that outside on the other side, right? But they didn't even let it get outside. They kept it right in the middle of the field, did a great job seeing it, going and getting it, being aggressive. You got to find a different way maybe to attack these guys, to use their speed against them.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's got it again. He stopped in his tracks, and at least they didn't lose yardage on this one.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Again, it's Brown. He's knocked down immediately, tried to catch them napping on the run, and nothing doing. The Longhorns send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Wants to bring it back. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Snags a quick pass on the left. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
The Sooners can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert 3rd and short. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. They'll try to pick up this 3rd down and keep the drive moving close to midfield. trying to impose their will with the run. Here's a little room there. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
And how about stubbornness being rewarded for this offense? Like, they gave it to him, and sometimes that will deter people when you hand it to him and he doesn't get a good gain. But, nah, stick right to it. Give him the ball again. Nice job getting the play. Nice job by this offense staying stubborn with the running game.
Hand off from the shotgun. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
Now a timeout call by the Sooners. That's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Time to take a shot. Goes high to pull it in. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Man, what a good job by the pass rush, getting to the QB and putting a lick on him as he's throwing the football. That's what you want. It doesn't matter about sacks. You got to get quarterback hits.
They're looking for an advantage to the right. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. The Sooners come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
A little surprising that they didn't go for two, but they're still down by a point. That drive covered 55 yards for the score, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Play action. Here's Manning. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Here's Arch to throw. On the left side, here's Coleman. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Arch going to spin it again. Looking down the middle. It's caught. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. The corners are walked up tight. Arch is going to throw for it. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The Sooners call timeout, and that's their last one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Run inside. It's Brown. Just couldn't get away from the tackle. The Longhorns stopped the clock for the final time, calling their third timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. This is a tough one. A 3rd and long from this part of the field. They can, though, pick up the first down. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Longhorn! Middle of the end zone, he's got it!
This has been an outstanding job by this football team in the middle 8, right? The last 4 minutes of the first half, they score a touchdown, and here in the first 4 minutes of the second half, they score another. They've changed the scoreboard, they've changed the momentum. Their confidence right now is very, very high, but this is one of those areas situationally in the game coaches are always harping on, and they have executed perfectly.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air, it's Mateer. Unloads it left. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And that's a hard thing to do as a receiver, but because you want to catch the football, you want to get upfield and make more yards, but sometimes you got to realize, I just got to toe tap that thing. I just got to get one in, get the completion. That was a missed opportunity right there.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Pressure is all over him, and he can't get it off. Down he goes, and that'll bring us to the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's get things popping this week with Kentucky taking on the number 8 team, the LSU Tigers. And it's the Tigers on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates. And while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC.
Snags it quickly on the left. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You could tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
I tell you what, man, you better be looking at your puppy dog feet and seeing where they are, Palmer. You don't want to get back in that end zone and bad things happen when you get sacked.
I don't know if you want to even risk this quarterback having to hold on to the football very much longer after watching that last play. This defense right now is pinning their ears back on this area of the field, and they are getting after him quick.
Tries to pick it up on 3rd down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Kearney on the Jets. Past the 20. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. And Bevo's really starting to snarl right now, and he'd love to rub the Schooner's face right in it, David.
Yeah, they got it cooking. The Longhorns are looking good. And this rivalry game, you got half the crowd in this burnt orange, Jesse, that is going bananas right now.
Boomer Sooners got the weapons, though, guys, on offense. You've got the horses on the outside to turn this thing into a track meet. I know you're down here, but you can change this game. It just takes one play.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Makes a man miss. Still on his feet at the 45. There he goes to the left. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the point after is good. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. makes the quick grab. There he goes. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Here's Manning to throw. He lets it fly. Got it in stride at the 15. Touchdown, Texas! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. This dude is lighting it up for the Horns, and some old-school Horn fans starting to think about that 500-yard, 4-touchdown day Vince Young had against Oklahoma State.
Bringing back great memories, and there's been some good runs at quarterback. You think about Colt McCoy, too, man. He put up some serious numbers, some serious wins. Can this be the next guy to catapult this offense, to bring Texas back to prominence?
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Mateer. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him. Put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. From the gun, wants to pass. He's looking deep. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. And the Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. He's got it. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. They'll start on the ground with Brown. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the 3rd quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
And it's been a struggle for this young man. I mean, listen, he's a pretty good player, and they depend on him week in and week out to be their guy to carry the mail. Just, it's not working, and the run game hasn't found a rhythm. And I think that's why this offense, they need something. They need a spark. They need to find some way to run the football.
And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on 3rd down. Manning from the gun on third down. And they can't make the connection on third down.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
No fair catches here, looking for room. Makes a move. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Oops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. Quarterback may change this route. Motion from the wideout. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to it, and that's why I think you look next. Who's your next best playmaker that can make something happen for you? Maybe go find him, because they're locked in on that star out wide.
Back to pass on second down. He's got him this time. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches. But you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels so you continue to run the football. Even if you're not breaking off 60-yard TD runs, you got to have that balance.
Catch in the middle, it's Coleman. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
I tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on first and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Brown. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Manning. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and Nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. A give to Brown. Might have a chance. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. The Longhorns have a lot of options on second and inches. One more time, it's Brown. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
On third down, here's Brown. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
They'll give it to Brown. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I love the run game down here. I love being able to give it to a back and be able to trust him. Listen, he didn't have any touchdowns on the season, so I know he's wanting to punch one in. And down here, giving me the opportunity. Let me prove myself, so I love the big fella getting the football.
That last play, not what they had in mind, and they've got a long way to go to get it close to the goal line to pick up a first down. Running inside, it Smothers. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And the field goal unit is on the field. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. Between the uprights, it's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. He'll be tackled right at the 32, and a pretty good job on the return to set up his offense. Oklahoma sends the offense out, ready to go on the attack. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. Hey, this running back's got some sweet feet, not only to run, but to get a foot down in bounds.
Got that toe down. The foot was just small enough, Reese, to get that puppy down. But running backs, man, you can do so much with these guys and their speed and their athletic ability, and trying to get the ball to them as many ways as you can.
Making side adjustments here. Dropping back, it's Mateer. He wants to take the top off. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly. There was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. Leaping grab for a big gain. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup. up at the 25.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
Tosses it incomplete.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for second down. Wants to throw again. They'll run the screen. Turning it on. Got some room in under the goal line. Touchdown Sooners. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
And that's a nice job selling it by the offense, dropping back, making it look like it's passed. That running back slipping out of the backfield, throwing him the football, getting a dynamic playmaker in space, and he says, I got this, I'll do the rest, and gets the touchdown.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Coming out with it, it's Brown. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. And oh, man, there's some burn orange getting nervous in here thinking of the 2000 to 2003 blowouts, David.
And Reese, I know that, but man, it always feels like this game gets competitive in the end. And it's getting later, and it looks like Oklahoma's up big, Jesse, but I just wouldn't turn it off yet.
No, and if you're Texas, you just got to keep your composure, right? And it's hard to do because you've been looking at this game and circled this game on your calendar all year long. It feels like it's getting away from you. Don't hit the panic button right now.
And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to pass. It's Mateer. Throws to the back. He finds a soft spot in the middle. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. That holding call threw him in reverse. Now it's second and long. Might be calling a hot route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Here comes the heat. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their second. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on third and long. looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's not afraid to go deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays because they are definitely playing the deep ball.
Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
And the defense was ready when the receiver tried the tricky run. At the end of that play, there is a Sooner who is slow to get up. Medical personnel out there checking on this senior defensive back. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Now try to move the sticks with Brown. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
And the Longhorns decide to punt it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Harris. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
Yeah, and David, you just wonder at this point, is it just too little too late? This is one of their best playmakers offensively, but they just haven't been able to get him going in this game. Big reason why they're losing.
Yeah, and the defense has done a great job understanding that. I got to take that guy away. That's priority number 1. Understand it. Late in the game now, up by multiple scores. I'm playing my defense a little bit different. Can't give up the big plays. Time is on my side.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
And when you start to develop a feel as a tight end that you can feel the zones and the holes, man, you start to become unstoppable. Nice job. QB on the same page, sees his tight end break.
Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives him the ball in prime field position at the 40. They'll start on the ground with Brown. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Brown again. Finding some room.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you. Right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. Applying the chains now on 2nd and long. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Offense gets set for 2nd down. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee.